Drinking buddies. Everyone knows about whiskeys where the major grain is malt, rye, or corn. What about all the other grains out there? What's the next best thing? What's the next big trend in whiskey? Only one way to find out.
I'm your drinking buddy.
All right, drinking buddies. So we have in front of us 4 whiskeys. There's only 3 bottles up here because one of these is a sample. But yeah, they make whiskey primarily out of corn, rye, and malt. And then the 4th most common ingredient is wheat. But wheat whiskey is not a very common category. So we do have one wheat whiskey up here. But that's definitely going to be the most common out of these. So we'll start with the wheat whiskey. I decided to use this Rio Bravos Distillery wheat whiskey. It is 121.6 proof. I picked this one because it's just really wild and no one knows about this distillery, so I thought I'd help give them a little attention. We have Journeyman Distillery is another wheat whiskey. Bernheim barrel proof. That's of course it's Whipson whiskey. Bernheim barrel proof. Bernheim wheat whiskey. Those are some available wheat whiskeys out there. Who's the other one? Woodford makes a wheat whiskey. Anyway, wheat whiskey is going to be the most common of these. So maybe wheat whiskey is the next big thing, but I don't know. There's also some good chance it could be JT Mellick because JT Mellick is 100% rice whiskey out of Louisiana. This is 121.3 proof rice whiskey. Now, this is 100% wheat, correct? Yeah. This one's 100% wheat. This one is 100% rice, and this one is 70% unmalted oats, 30% malted barley. And this is Oatski, and this is 122.2 proof. 123.2 proof. Math is hard. But yeah, this is Adventurous Stills Oatski, and it's a delicious whiskey, pretty wild. And our last one up is, I don't know the proof. It's high. And our last one up, somewhere up here, is going to be Dry Flies Triticale whiskey, and it's 135.8 proof. Now, I know what you're asking yourself. What's Triticale? I would have pronounced it triticle. Anyway, I don't know how I would have pronounced it, but it's pronounced Triticale, and it is a hybrid between wheat and rye. But it is a separate grain. It is a very different grain from wheat or rye. It's just a hybrid between those two. Anyway, I poured the 4 blind. I don't know what's in each glass. Let's see what the next big thing in whiskey could be. Ooh. This one's giving me a little spicy thing on the nose, a little spice. Almost like rye spice, even though there is no rye anywhere up here. A little cola thing. Cherry cola. Brown sugar. Oh yeah, that's really nice. Cherry cola for days. Brown sugar, bourbon vanilla. Really sweet. Little grainy on the end and on the finish. On the finish you get some hay and some barnyard flavors from the young grains. That's still really good. Contender. Triticale. I'm just liking saying it. That's not what this smells like. This one is a little mapley. Little pancakes going on here. I'm going in. That one's very sweet, very toffee bar, like a Score bar with Score or a Heath bar where you have that nice toffee with a little bit of chocolate on it. Yeah, that's really tasty. Definitely also has a maple brown sugar thing. Man, I said that and now I'm thinking of maple brown sugar oatmeal, even though I don't think that's the Oatski. But yeah, that's where my brain went. Oh, now this is wild. Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. Yeah, this is got a little bit of that cherry cola thing too. I have a weird tasting note, or nosing note. You're just gonna have to bear with me and accept the fact that I might either be right or a crazy person. Soy sauce. Also, there's like a little bit of a grainy thing here. And maple. Maple for days. That is very grain forward. Um, It's very funky. That is a funky, funky whiskey. That is not for everyone. I dig it because I like unique things, but that is funk. Yeah. Hard time. Sorry, I'm having a hard time putting it into words. Let me get it back in. Yeah. Going back a second time now, I'm getting like maple brown sugar oatmeal. Definitely the funkiest of the three so far. That is wild. I think that's the Otski. I'm not doing bottle guesses here. I'm not for that. I'm just letting you know that I think, if I think something, I have to tell you. Oh, now that is perfumey. That is a perfumey floral nose. Smells like old lady cologne. Palate is considerably better than the nose. Does it say how long they aged this for? So this says it's aged at least 4 years. I bet this is much younger than that because it's bottled in, it's aged in, this says 26 months, yeah. But it's aged in Arizona in smaller casks, so. And this is aged in, College Station, Texas. So this is probably pretty young too. But the dry fly, the triticale is 5 years. And this, I'm not saying it's that. I'm not making a guess here. I'm just saying that this has the most oak on it. So this is the most complex of them. It is very unique. It is very wild. It is out of 4 weird whiskeys, it's the weirdest. And I don't necessarily know if that's a bad thing. I don't know if that's a good thing. I'm gonna have to go through them again. I'm gonna pause here, and when I come back, I'll tell you which one's my favorite. And what is the next big thing in whiskey? This was harder than I was expecting. Because these first two really stand out as the best. But I like a lot of things about these two. So it's not like, these are bad and these are good. They're all good. And there's something that I really like about all of them. I really like the finish on this one. But the nose is kind of weird and the palate is pretty weird. If that makes sense. This, I can't get over how much the nose really just smells like perfume. It's so perfumey and floral. It's weird. The nose is what's holding it back for me because I love the palate and finish. But it's so weird I can't put it at the top. It's just so weird. Anyway, these two are my favorites, and I think I gotta go 1, 2, 3, 4. And I feel bad because I'm pretty sure I'm putting my local distillery here in last place, but man, I put it up against 3 really heavy hitters. My favorite was the rice. Yeah, I knew it was going to be the JT Malik. This one's my second favorite. Yeah, it's the wheat. My third favorite was the triticale, and my least favorite is pejorative because it is still really good, is the Otski. So what did we learn today, drinking buddies? We learned that the next big thing in whiskey could very well be rice whiskey. Get on it. make some now and start aging it in barrels so that in 5 years, when it's the next big thing, you're ahead of the curve. Got to make some rice whiskey and age it. If you don't have time to mash, maybe you could distill sake, age it in bourbon barrels, and make something special. So get on it, guys. We got to get this going. Anyway, drinking buddies, I really appreciate all of you. Every time you guys like the videos, every time you guys subscribe to the channel, you're making this thing possible. I literally can't do this without you. So I just want to thank you for that. I really appreciate all of you. Cheers. We'll see you on the next one.
I'm your drinking buddy.